Okay, next we have alarms. And alarms, as we mentioned, is kind of common sense, but they work in tandem with other systems. All right, so they are detective, they're preventive, and they're also a deterrent. So depending upon the systems that they're working with, if, let's say, for instance, you have a motion detection system, as soon as motion is detected, an alarm can be sounded, right? So that works in tandem with that. So it's a detective control type. It can be preventive in that those alarms could tie off and set off some type of workflow, again, where systems are locked, ports are shut down, network systems themselves could be turned off or prevented from being accessed any further. And it can also be a deterrent in combination with signage. So if people know that there's an alarm will go off if you open this door, or if I access this system, or if I do whatever A, B, and C, if they're aware of the fact that an alarm is going to be sounded, that will deter them from taking that action typically. And again, combined with proper signage, it can be a very effective deterrent. Again, it's not going to, if someone is truly determined to do something, this in and of itself will not fix that. As we know, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I hear a car alarm going off. I don't even look out the window anymore to see what's going on. A lot of people have become so conditioned to hearing alarms and hearing, buzz and just noise in general that they don't respond to it anymore. So thieves and vandals, sometimes they understand that if somebody hears an alarm, they're not really going to do anything, or if they do, it might take 3 to 5 minutes to realize that it's actually something significant. So that gives them time to get in and get out. So don't rely solely on any one specific control type. Realize that it is a combination of many things put together. And then we have motion detection. And again, motion detection is a technical control that provides both detective, obviously, hence the name, and deterrent capabilities. So combined with signage, it can be a very powerful tool against intrusion. So video can be used to detect movement in real time, or it can be used later for analysis and investigation. So we've all seen motion detectors before. We can have them attached to lights, we can have them attached to video recording systems, and so forth. So we can have them inside of a data center, we can have them inside of a room, or anywhere in between, a parking lot, anywhere around the perimeter of our building. It can kick in as soon as we see some type of movement, and that alone could be enough to deter someone. It can also detect the movement, but it can also be detective in that if we need to go back into analysis and investigation mode, we can go back and review the video that we have now in play. So it gives us that extra kind of tool in our tool belt, if you will. If we don't necessarily catch that person in the act, we at least have them on video. We can go back and review.